Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to do a 6x6 paper project. It's going to be a 6-piece set, and this was inspired by Miss E at Me Scrappy Crafter, and I thought it was a cute little idea. Kind of takes the place of our 12x12s, but 6x6s are good too, so I'm kind of looking at them also for some videos. And so we'll go ahead and get started. If you like my video, I just asked you to give me a thumbs up and check out my other videos. She had the pattern all out on a drawn out on a piece of paper. So I did the same thing. So if you just want to take a screenshot of it, you can. And she showed, now I already went ahead and cut all my pieces out, and you use all of the little tiny pieces parts, even these little cutoffs. So we're going to get a tag, a pocket, a little snippet, what she called a book plate, and 2 little side tuck pockets. And then, like I say, these 2 little things here we're going to use also. So I'll just set this aside, and I think we'll just start. We'll go ahead and start with the pocket. So it's just single-sided, and I actually picked a very busy piece of paper to do this from. Now this was actually cut out of a 12x12, but I made it 6x6, which is fine. Doesn't matter, however you get it. So we're just going to start by gluing on some lace at the bottom. Maybe I ought to put a piece of paper over here. I thought it was a really cute project. I had seen it once before, but I think that was even before I did my 12x12 projects. So it wasn't even anything that kind of crossed my mind for a video. And I tend to watch back over some of the videos that I've previously watched. So, in the end, it all works out. I enjoyed doing the 12x12 projects too, but I was kind of running out of ideas. So alright, now I'm going to put this flower on there, and I think I'll just ink a little tiny bit around it with some green. Not really too much, just something to highlight the outside of it with a little bit. This could be something that if you have a lot of paper just sitting there that you're not using, you know, you can get it out and make these little sets up. Especially if you're coordinating it a little bit with some of your other papers where you might make a set that would go with something that you're going to be making. Now this little phrase says push your boundaries, so I'm pushing my boundaries on here because I wasn't really sure about this whole flower background and then putting a flower on all of these flowers. But we're going to go for it and see how it turns out. So I thought I would put some cheesecloth underneath it might help break it up just a little tiny bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and smear some glue around. And maybe the flour will help push it down so I don't get it all over my fingers. And whatever else I might have to glue down will do that. And then I can just trim my cheesecloth. Go ahead and glue my flour down. So how's everyone doing today? This is kind of into the evening now. Just been doing a lot of different things today. Okay, so I think that looks okay. And then I'm just going to put this down here. And there's the pocket. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta put a little bit of lace on top. Let's not forget a little topper. I don't really think I need one that's too long. Let's see what we can do with this here. The way it's shaped. Yeah, I think we'll put it like that. Guess that lace doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, I forgot to turn my other light on. Maybe that'll help a little bit. That looked kind of dark in here. So I'm just going to cut that little edge off. And I'll just leave that other, well, maybe I'll cut a little bit of that other edge off so it's not quite so high. Okay. Now, I think on the flowers, I'm going to put just a couple of these little clear gems. I thought I had smaller, and I'm going to put one up here. I thought I had smaller white gems, but my white gems are too big, so I can't use them. So let me set that there. And I think the clear will be okay. Okay, now right off of the bat, these things aren't going to cooperate at all. And let's see. I think I'll stick one up in the center. Just to give it something. There. I think that looks all right. All right, so there's our card. And even though it has the gems on front, you'll still be able to journal. So there's number 1. Let me get rid of this little gem that's stuck to me. Okay, now we're going to do our pocket. And before I forget, I'll make my little hole. This paper is a little heavier, so hopefully it cuts it without tearing it. Yes. I like it when something works right. Okay, so now we're going to put some lace across the bottom of this. I'm going to put it down here. So in this project, we're going to use a bunch of lace. And I'm just letting it hang down a little bit below. I should have started with that half. I figured everybody knows how to cut pieces out, so I would just go ahead and cut mine out. And I'm not inking everything as we go. Just some of the things that I think might need just a little highlighted. Maybe just like a little bit of the white on the flowers. Or something like that. I'm not going to ink around the printed part, pockets and that, because I don't think it needs it. Alright, so I'm just going to lay this out to make sure I have everything where I think I might want it. Just put a little butterfly up here. I'm going to have this little flower in the center. And then, of course, I thought maybe, you know, just put something on the pockets just to dress them up a little bit. I have this open, so I might as well just use it. Before I got art glitter glue, this was what I used anyway, so. I have this in a smaller bottle. I think I need to get my smaller bottle out. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it down a little bit over the lace. Let's bring it over a little bit. This glue grabs pretty fast too. Let me try my small bottle. See if it comes out of the tip. If it doesn't want to come out of the tip, then I'll use the other bottle. All right, and I'm just going to glue this on. And this is just a little label thing that I had cut out. I know it's not stuck because I can hear the air. Okay, it doesn't want to cooperate. All right, so I'm going to set this here. Just kind of center it. Put my little butterfly up here. Don't you love sitting and watching somebody play with their glue bottle? Not really, huh? So we'll put them there. And I'm going to put the flower right in the center. Just hold that for a minute till it sets. And I'm going to put just a little clear gem on each end. Just because in my mind I think it needs something. And I didn't think green looked right. I would have really preferred white, but what are you going to do? Guess I'll have to look for some little tiny white gems. Okay. And I don't think that little thing sticking up there is going to hurt a thing. So there's our pocket. And you could round these edges if you wanted to, or you can just leave them flat. Now we'll do one of our corner pockets, corner tucks, whatever you might want to call it. You can have it sitting this way, or you can have it sitting this way. And this one I'm going to have sitting this way. And I'm just going to run glue for my lace. I'm going to make noises over here now. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to leave my lace run off the edge of it, or let my lace run off the edge of it. I almost feel like I'm fumble fingers here tonight. Maybe it's too late in the day. All right, so that's how it would sit, like that. Not like I had it the first time. And I'm going to put mushrooms on this one. This is just some purple twisty looking mushroom. And then we have just a little, looks like maybe a button mushroom or something. And I'm just going to overlap them two together. And then I'm going to put a little word on here, and it says explore. Okay. Oops. And there's one little corner tuck. So I think that's kind of cute. All right, hang on just a second. Okay, I think my phone was kind of tipping there. All right, let's do our other pocket or our other corner tuck. I'm going to do the same thing on this one, only I'm going to have this one going this way, so we'll have them like this. I'm going to put my glue on for my lace. I'm letting that past a little tiny bit. I didn't cut that very good. That's better. Okay. This way. Okay, now I have this little, like, it looks like a little clock, only it's laying sideways. We don't mind anything about that at all. Otherwise, I could put it this way. I could probably do that. And I just want to stick these leaves behind it just for something. This is the way I was going to have it before. I actually didn't even notice that that clock was sideways, but it'll work this way. So when I cut it out, the way it printed was right up to the edge of the paper, so it didn't all print out. And then down here, I'm just going to put the word happy. And that's what we're going to do with that. So just ink that up a little bit. Just ink that edge a little bit, and that'll be good enough. I think. I have to remember to keep my hand up here where it belongs. Get off down here in my own little world, not knowing for sure what I'm doing. Now let me see if that's in the right spot. Yep, that looks good. And them should glue to that lace. And if they don't, I can go back with my Fabri-Tac afterwards and I can glue them down. So I was glad when I come back across this project again, because I've been trying to think of something that I could do. As, you know, a project like this where you're making all of the different parts as a set. I like doing that. All right. And there's that set. So that's what our two little corner tucks look like. I think that turned out good. Now, this is our little book plate. These are the two little corners off of the tag. And I'm going to use them on here. And I'm just going to run a piece of lace across the center of this. And I'm going to have it kind of even across there. And turn it around this way. even, meaning between the scallops. I better put my cap on there. I don't know if this Fabri-Tac is a little too thick for that little spout or what the problem is. And then always believe. But let me see about these first. Let me see, I'm going to put this one this way, and I'm going to put the white side up, just as, how did I have that figured? Let's see. I know I had them figured right. Maybe I didn't have them figured right, I don't know. I think I had them like that. And I think that'll be plenty good enough. There, so see, when you use them, you're not throwing any of your parts away. I think my phone keeps tipping. I don't know why. Okay, and we'll just glue this on. We'll have one more little piece and then we'll be all done with this project. Hope everyone is sticking around to the end to see what everything looks like. Let's slide this down here just a little bit. And then of course on the end of this we have to have some little gems. So I'm going to put a little pink one on the end of each one. I think when I do a lot of gluing, I put as much glue on me as I do everything else. There. And that's our little book plate. So that's cute. My word might be a little cockeyed, but that's all right. We don't mind at all, do we? All right, now this is a little snippet. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue across here. You can just use this for any little add-on that you need anywhere. And I'm going to put this little flower in the center. And let me see, just, you know, just because it's just that little thing, we'll just put a little gem here, a little gem here, because it's so small we have to do something. And then I was sure I wasn't done on my pocket, and I couldn't figure out what I still had to do on my pocket. There's our little snippet, and it's cute. So see, any little tiny thing. Now let's see. I generally always have a 3. So I guess it's going to have a clear one. And let me see, where do I want the pink one? I have so much glue on my fingers. Do I want it right next to it, or do I want it up there? I think on the sides. I think that will look cute. One there, and one there. We'll just kind of border the little thumb notch. Oh, I like that better. Now it looks finished. All right, everybody. Let me get this thing unstuck from my finger. And I'll move this aside. And we'll bring all of our little pieces back in. Take this off of here. All right, so here's our little pocket. I should have had something over here to dress this little bluebell up. Here's our tag. So see, if you was gonna put it on there, you could put your tag right in your pocket. And then we have this little side tuck, this little side tuck, a little snippet, and a little a book plate. So I think that turned out to be a really cute little set. So let me know down in the comments what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I ask that you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and come back and see me for my next video. Until then, everyone, have a wonderful day. Happy crafting!